What's up, guys, girls, riders, ridettes? So I got Morton Xroids on my 2006 VTX 1800N, and I wanted to go over some things. Morton's great company, don't get me wrong. Could have done a better job building these pipes, in my opinion. They are fucking finicky. They are a fucking pain in the dick. They are fucking everything but easy and nice, right? But man, when you got them on there and they're fucking seated, well, fucking forget about it. I mean, amazing fucking pipes. They sound great. They look great, depending on the type of look that you want to go for. I got air shocks on my joint, so when I park my bike, I sit it real low. I like to showcase the back wheel, so having pipes that stop right about in here in this area, I mean, it really showcases everything. So that's what I wanted. That's what I got. And let me tell you, I got them used, thank God. But I want to go over some things. One, when you wrap them, if you don't get them ceramic, when you wrap them, of course you can't really tell on this because of my awesome fucking camera phone, but they're gonna rub, right? They're gonna rub. I don't think there's getting around that. Maybe if you don't wrap them as thick, I don't know, but they're gonna rub. Playing for that shit. If I had my choice and I got them new, I might have gotten them ceramic, which is still an option in the future. So just be prepared for that. Also be prepared for a fucking headache. Now, these are Harley Davidson exhaust gaskets, okay? Now, I just bought these from, I bought these from Dennis Kirk. I bought 2 sets. And I bought 2 sets because I knew I was gonna have to take the pipes off. I knew that I was gonna have a blowout, which is what that is, and we'll get to that in a second. But also I knew that I was gonna have to silicone my wrap. That way it holds the color, you know? So I've already done this one, but once you wrap them, and you wrap them wet, when you wrap them wet, you put them on there, they smoke, they steam, they fucking, it looks like your fucking bike's on fire. It'll freak you out when you first see it. But you got to take them off, and you got to you got to wait for them to dry, and you silicone spray them. I did not feel like silicone and spray them while they were on my bike. So I took them off. That's why I bought 2 sets. So this is what they look like new, right? They're pretty thick. Well, they're deep, I guess you'd say, and they're tapered. See how they're tapered? Okay. Now, you can put them in like this, but you're probably going to have a blowout. And it's because, and you're probably not going to be able to fucking see it. Nah, it's too fucking dark. But, yeah. There's a up top here on the front jug, and I think towards the front on the rear jug, it's very small. The lip is very small. So if you don't have them set up right, pushed up or pulled back, or whichever way it's got to orient itself, it's not gonna, shit's gonna get by. And when you put them in like this, you put them in, and I mean, there's this much play. So going through the internet, I came across some guy that says, you know, he bought Dennis Kirk Harley gaskets, and he smashed them flat with a hammer, and that seemed to work. When you smash them flat, this is what you end up with. No more taper. You kind of got to fucking wedge them into the fucking hole, which is really nice. It fills up the entire thing, but you still need to remember which way you got to orient your pipe, whether you have to have it forward and up or back and down, or however it is. You need to look at it before you go to put the pipe on, before you put the exhaust gasket in, and remember which way you got to push that pipe. Because you look on here, this flange can come right off. It doesn't because of this circlip, right? Little circlip right here, and I've had to buy a couple different sets of these. And even when you put them on like that, you see there's still room for fucking error. So if you don't have that fucker centered just right, it's gonna go high or gonna go low or left or whatever, and you're actually gonna bend this circlip back over top of the head right here, and it's not gonna seat. Not gonna seat at all. So this is off my rear jug, and it looks like I was almost dead on. But you see, See that real thin lip up here at the top? How there's so much more room down here at the bottom. But even still, it looks like I was getting a little bit by. So I gotta, you know, reposition that when I put it on there. And this is what happens when it blows out. I couldn't feel, I could hear it. I could hear it. It sounds like a bad exhaust tick. I couldn't feel anything. I put my hand up in there, I put a lighter up in there, and I couldn't feel anything. But look at that. Look how much of that fucker is gone, dude. And this is what happens. This is the risk you run when fucking with Mortons. It is a fucking pain in the dick. Upside to Mortons, other than what I've already talked about. The customer service there is great. Good old boys out of North Carolina. And they knew I didn't buy these things new. They knew that I got these secondhand from another person. They didn't treat me any different. They went over everything with me, sent me some parts. I mean, I bought new flange, new circs. This is actually my second pair. But new flange, new circs, and this, the first time I put these things on. And I had no idea how much of a pain in the ass it was. Could not get these fuckers seated. So I said, fuck it, got frustrated, took them off. Fucking tried to sell them, nobody wanted to buy them. Shocker, right? Nobody wants to buy them. So that's when I said, fuck it, bought the wrap, bought the silicone spray, bought new gaskets, bought all this shit to try them again. So I'm getting better, I'm getting closer. I'm only doing this by myself. They say it's good to have somebody else there with you. So one person can hold the pipe wherever it's gotta be, and the other person can adjust the flange. And so I'm trying to do all this together, all that together by myself. So I'm kind of setting myself up for failure, but fuck me, I'm a glutton for punishment. So that's my little fucking thing on the Morton Xroids. This is what you got to look forward to. Had I have seen a video like this, I might not have fucked with these pipes. I'll never get a shop to put my pipes on or do anything major to my bike, because if I can't do it myself, then it doesn't need to be done. I'm stubborn, and I don't like nobody else fucking with my shit. So that's it. If you're gonna get Xroids, get some fucking Tylenol, because you're gonna have a fucking headache on your hands. So hope this helped. Y'all take it easy.